Welcome to the practice exercises for there is and there are. Exercise 1, first of all, and here we're going to make a sentence with there is or there are with the pictures which will follow. And the sentences are going to be in the positive, question and negative, as we've seen in the lesson. Number 1, and here is the first picture with the sentence which we need to complete. There something tomorrow. Well, let's start with the time expression tomorrow here, which tells us that we're looking at there is in the future, so there will be. Next we can see that it's going to be in the negative, so the negative of there will be there will not be, or there won't be. Finally, this picture represents hot water. So the full sentence is, there won't be hot water tomorrow. We could also say there won't be any hot water. And we'll look at any and some and all other types of quantity in later lessons. Also, I've mentioned that tomorrow is a time expression for the future tense. And we'll be looking at the future tense and all other tenses in later lessons as well. Number 2 now. Something, someone, something, ? Well, we know straight away that this is there is or there are in the question. It's in the present. Next, we can see someone at the door. So in the question, the full sentence is there someone at the door? Number 3 now. There something recently. Let's start with this time expression recently. That tells us that we're looking at there is or there are in the present perfect. And again, we'll look at all time expressions for present perfect in a later lesson. Meanwhile, we have a picture representing rain and we have the quantity of a lot of. Finally, we can assume that this is in the positive rather than the question or the negative. So, the full sentence is, there's been or there has been a lot of rain recently. Number 4 now. There something yesterday. Well, starting again with the time expression yesterday, this tells us that we're going to use there is or there are in the past simple. And as I've mentioned, we'll look at time expressions for past simple in the lesson for that tense. Meanwhile, we can see that we're going to be using there is or there are in the past in the negative form. Finally, we can see a picture of a party and some food with the quantity much. The full sentence is, therefore, there wasn't much or there was not much food at the party yesterday. Number 5 now. How many something ? Well, we can see straight away that this sentence is in the question form. We can assume that it's in the present tense, so there is or there are. And finally, we have this question, how many? Here we have a map of Europe with all the different countries in Europe. The sentence is, how many countries are there in Europe? Sentence 6 now. Something fridge ? So again, we have there is or there are in the question. We can assume it's in the present tense because there is no time expression to tell us otherwise. We have some chocolate here and we have a fridge here. And the sentence is there chocolate in the fridge? We could also say, is there any chocolate? And as I've said, we'll look at any later on. Finally, number 7, something, any, something left. Well, we can see straight away that this is a negative sentence. It's there is or there are in the present because we have no time expression to tell us otherwise, and we have a picture of some donuts. The sentence is, there aren't, or there are not, any donuts left. And that's the end of this exercise.